And it looks like we are live.
Happy days.
Although my phone is not showing that we are live. Okay. But it is saying we've been on live for 28 seconds. Okay. HJR Insights Tarot Show Energy Forecast for March 2026. Harmonizing Journey to Realignment Seminar and Sessions. Katie Oshiwanita and Lewis Oxley.
Hello.
We will be your host. And yep, and it's showing on my phone now that we're live. Okay.
Perfect.
It's showing 0 for people, so at first it's not counting me, which is good. But it's not counting anybody else either. Oh, wait, we got 1. Maybe it is counting me. If we actually have a live person, it wouldn't hurt to get a 5x5 just to let us know that you can hear me clearly. And Lewis, you can talk too. Make sure they can hear you.
Hello. Yeah. Just got a notification that you've just gone live. So
yes, my phone's showing that we are live. All right. Oh, maybe that's you. That's the one.
I'm not actually. Oh, I'm not on.
You're not on. Oh, you just said you saw a note. Oh no, yeah, I saw that notification too.
On my phone. Yeah.
Okay. HJR Insights Purpose and Meaning. We will examine the reality we as humanity have been creating. What are the current narratives being played out? What is the history and mechanics being used? What do we want to keep and what do we want to change? How can we support what we want to keep and how can we effectively shift what we do not want to keep into a win-win for everyone? I just heard a funny sound. Because there's enough for everybody. There's no, the pie's big enough, so to speak. Nobody's going to lose anything. It's just a matter of how we all can harmonize and work together. And it's figuring that out. The tools we'll be using, both tarot and astrology, are technologies we created to look at the universe with clarity, an intricate part of which we are, to navigate our way through it. We will be using these tools from a Keelanta perspective with our guardian clan family. And just to keep in mind, we're looking at the fact that we are day by day merging out of the Fibonacci, Flowers of Life, Tooth Taurus, Net Earth, Spiral, really death, because naturally one does not die. Not the way we do here in the system. Because there was a point in history we got taken off and we continually get taken off at the 7th axis. And we've been talking with how the Catharic Grid in our introductory class, how the Catharic Grid structure works, the energy lines and energy centers of the neural network pathways of the eternal mind, of the all that is, I, that you, me, us, we, it, we all are, integral part of, expression of, and how it spirals, the energy spirals out. And we are eternal beings. We are not finite by our nature. We have just living in that system here, but that's not who we are organically. And there are so many beautiful things happening right now, activations, changes, shifts, planetary things, all kinds of things happening to get us back in alignment with the crystal spiral. And the work that I do is to line us up and focus on that. Anything else you want to add to that, Liz? No, no, I don't. Okay. And I am currently utilizing the zodiac spread. So again, that mixes the two together, the tarot and the astrology. And I'm not going to go over it again because the first class we went over it, but I did add, when we're looking at 1, 2, and 3 are, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. That would represent our harmonic universe 1 incarnate. So that would be our base root ego. I like to call it the baby ego, but it's the ego that we've been working to evolve and develop here in this matrix, in this harmonic universe 1 universe. We also have our soul level, HU2, and that would be more represented by Cancer, Leo, and Virgo in our evolutionary development. Cancer being like the root, beginning of a new root, astral, or D4, the astral. Kind of also, I think, correlates maybe with the moon, ancient moon evolution, not the moon up, but not the fake planetoid, quote unquote planetoid up in the sky, but the real original moon. And then HU3, our oversoul level, would correlate more to 7, 8, and 9, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Libra, when we're evolving into looking at our relationships, more than just our individual I identity self, but how that self interplays and expands and expresses with relationships, bigger life purpose that focuses on development of our relationships and the knowledge that goes with that, the transformations that go with that. And then Cappies and Aquarius and Pisces with our HU4, our avatar expression, when we're looking again even bigger, like life tasks that work at the development of businesses, corporations, communities, just bigger things than just our little baby root identities, and merging all the way into the hidden realm of our dream state as we're merging into the next spiral up into what would actually be the primal light and sound fields of the next Veka up, because we're living in a Veka system, an Eka-Veka system that lives in Akasha, and that lives in Akasha and so forth and so on. Okay. And I'll probably each month add a little bit more to this to get the planetary structures in there, because actually the planetary structures actually interface in an interesting way as well. So we'll be getting into that in future. And okay, I need to step back again. Oops. Okay, so with that, Lewis is going to interact for a few minutes. Do we have any? We still just have one. While I do the cards, I use the Rider-Waite deck, and I will put the layout out, and then I'll take a picture of it and then put it up on the screen. I don't, till I get the funds to pay for this wonderful StreamYard, I can't do another camera.
Perfect.
Okay, Lewis, you're on.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Wait a minute, hold on a second before you. Okay, hold on. So, I will tune in, Lewis, you tune in, and we're looking at, and we're also holding the intention that, I guess whoever the one person is, even though they haven't given us a 5x5, they may just be sort of somewhat listening to us. And the future people that will be tuning in, part of our network, holding the intention of looking at us evolving, shifting, growing at all levels, moving from the Fibonacci spiral of what I also call second creation finite mechanics, how we are all evolving into the crystal spiral, perpetual renewal spiral of life, and how the month of March will align with all of us, and what we will be facing, and shifts, things that will be coming up on each of those different areas around the spiral, okay, around the zodiac. Okay, all right, now I'm ready to, you can talk now, Lewis, sorry.
Hello, everyone. So kind of recently, some of the things I've really been focusing on is really an expansion of the workshop vault. And really what's been coming to mind when I've been going into my pillar is wanting to kind of create a hub. Because obviously we've got people like Katie, Christopher, all these different people that are doing various different businesses involving chaos. And because chaos itself is a very niche kind of subject, it's really, really difficult to really get a big audience. So really what I wanted to really do was to actually create a hub through the workshop vault, which will just kind of include profiles of people that I think that are living chaos and I think are doing a wonderful job, and I'd love to just kind of promote them and things, maybe do some interviews about them, create a profile such as their name, where they're from, a little bit about themselves, and just really get their name out there, because I think all these people really deserve so much more than they're really getting. Obviously, on one hand, you could be saying that everything that we experience on externally is exactly where we are internally. So the more we do the work internally, the more things will kind of improve on the outside, so to speak. But yeah, that's just something I've been really trying to work on. But also a couple of extra things that have been kind of popping up was I think it might be ready to really start to document my own journey. Because, at least for my own journey and things, chaos has been such a big lifeline. Because when I came in, well, probably through my childhood and all these other kind of things, I went through some really crazy, crazy experiences, and I really never really understood them to such a big extent. And really going through chaos itself has really added a lot of value and a lot of understanding and a lot of, I can't really think of the word to really go with this. The word will come up.
I'm almost there, Lewis.
Okay,
Almost there, Lewis.
almost there. We'll just use the word inner knowing. The work has really created a massive, massive understanding of my own kind of experience, and I've really just been wanting to kind of create a little video journal of my own experiences to really help other people out, because I've gone through so much, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have kind of gone through similar things, that are in the same situation. They're dreaming about it, having nightmares, all this kind of stuff. They don't particularly know where to look to. You think going a bit crazy and everything else. But at the same time, I've been wanting to do that for a while, but I didn't really understand how could I really give my experiences justice. How could I really give them justice? And ultimately, the downloads that I've really been trying to get is I really want to make either a comic or make my experiences some kind of animated, because when we look at like Voyages 2 and all these other kind of things, imagine if you made that entire book. Look at Katie's book with The Awakening of Alania. Imagine making a book like that and actually making it animated, putting the actual energy in it. Because when we watch things, when we watch movies and things, there's a certain frequency there and there's certain triggers there that when they hit you, you start to just remember. It's kind of like going into the Matrix movie and all this kind of different stuff. So it's just, I just kind of wanted to make people aware of things that I'm working on and things that I'm slowly coming together. I've got myself a little art tablet. I've got myself a lot of editing software, animation software and things. And yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry, Lewis.
I'll shut up. Keep going.
I'm sorry, Lewis.
It's all good. Are you still doing it?
I don't know why my phone is not. I've got the picture,
Okay.
and I don't know why it's not showing. So maybe if I unplug. Plug it again. File transfer.
Yeah. So really, some of the videos that we
That's
started
not
working on,
amazing.
some of the experiences that I started working on. The series name I got is, oh god, I don't even know what's. God. My god, I had some. This sounded so much better than in my head. It sounded so much better than it just disappears. Oh god, I've got some note. Oh, I don't even have notes.
Okay, I'm getting awfully close now, Liz.
Oh, that's good. So some of the videos that I've been working on right now is something I call the Guy in Tales series. And really the whole premise about the Guy in Tales series is because throughout my childhood I've had a lot of different experiences on Gaia. Some really good experiences, some not so good experiences, and
Okay, Lewis, you're
perfect,
off the clock now.
perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you for everybody's patience. All right. Okay. I probably should have, for our first one, let's see, our Aries. So, it's interesting because last month we had the Tower card for our Aries, for our root ego, fiery expression. And I think that was a very appropriate card for last month, wasn't it, Lewis? We had the Epstein files and a number of different things that happened that kind of said, the world isn't what you thought it was, buckos. It's different. You got to relook at things. And so right now we're kind of coming in, we're like, holy mother of God. Because that's what this card says. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm kind of at the end of all this change. Now, this is interesting too. Our moon card, which he's not being aspected very positively either. He's got the 9 on one side of him and the 3 of swords on the other side. So there's going to be a lot in our environment because we're talking about Taurus, which is our immediate environment, the minerals, nature, the things that we need to sustain and maintain in a density 1 planet is actually, in some respects, dying. There's going to be a lot of dying happening in March. And I'm not exactly sure what that will be, but it's going to be physical because we're talking about Taurus. Taurus is very physical. So that'll be interesting to see. What do you think, Lewis? And anybody that wants to add their 5 cents? It's a shame we don't have anybody else commenting. We did have 2 people that gave up on it. Oh, back to 1.
We talk about lack of resources on one hand, but I've always kind of felt that we need to kind of hit that brink. We really have to hit that lower point. And I've kind of seen it in my own journey at the same point that when you really hit that low point, you're open to the biggest of changes.
Could very well be.
So you have to keep getting pushed down and down until...
There's definitely been some losses. Could also be hidden. The moon card can represent hidden forces, unconscious dream state.
alien
Forces
invasions.
could also be, but I'm feeling, there's going to be some losses. Might even be life. Might lose some life here. There might be some people that will transition, possibly. but we'll kind of sit with this, because then next to it is our Gemini. Yeah, Gemini, which is an air sign. Yeah, Gemini's an air sign. That's an air sign, yeah. So this is an air card. And it has to do with, it's kind of, I guess we can't do that easily. So this would have to do with, I'm totally spacing what Gemini has to do with. Hold on a second.
With that card, it's weird.
The Three of Swords?
When they're all together, when we look at the three cards together, it's kind of like these hidden forces are having to really
Have to do with the mental, right? Because air
are really
signs are
showing
mental.
themselves. Yeah, they're
And
really showing
Gemini is
themselves.
very, very much mental, very much processing, exploration of ideas. It's very much Gemini's.
But it's like at the same time, it's kind of like with last month with the whole Tower card. It's like everything right now has been revealed, and it kind of seems like these hidden forces are just coming and they're showing themselves. They're really showing themselves, and you've got a lot of people. Like last month, they didn't particularly know about all this Epstein's kind of stuff. All these people that didn't particularly want to get involved in any of that, and would have happily stayed asleep, are being shaken.
Yep.
Are being absolutely shaken, and a bit. I can't believe that'll be quite easy either. I can just imagine a lot of that heartbreak with the Three of Swords, being shaken, can't be nice at all.
Okay, the second house, it was personal resources with Taurus. What the Quorum considers valuable. This includes money, personal possessions, resources, earning ability, and the personal identification with what he owns. So I would say we're going to lose a lot of that in the month of March coming up. The Gemini is more the near environment. Covers three areas of life that at first may not seem related, but taken together represent normal daily life. What astrologers call the near environment. Communications related to the routine of everyday life, involvement with friends, neighbors, siblings, and the community at large, and short distance travel in the near environment. So, along with so there's going to be some stress in that. With our friends, neighbors, siblings, we may not feel safe. We might be, but again, a 3 is not major, talking minor. So we may have maybe arguments with our neighbors and friends, right? Communication might be, we'll say stuff, but the other person's not going to really get it with this card. They're going to make misinterpretations and see things a little bit worse than what they really are. They're not going to see clearly. So be really careful with that and mindful. And then this would be our Cancer. So this is the Knight of Cups is water, and Cancer is water. And our family, our home, our self-expression. No, oops, sorry. The roots, the family, the home, especially mother stuff. So this is a very heart-centered card, which isn't actually bad. This is actually not too bad. So while going in the near environment might be a little scary sometimes, a little distorted. Some of the resources, that we normally would be dependent upon may not be there, but we may feel a little bit safer in the home. Focusing on our heart will be really important in our relationships at home. Our foundation. Focusing maybe on our personal traditions, what we've been doing most of our life that helps us feel stable might not be in our home and environment, in our space, in our personal space, might be good because the near environment and resources are a bit lacking and stressful. We're going to want to just, which last month was kind of that way too. We weren't really getting the guidance to really be overly outward and expressive. And boy, the world stage has not been safe to be doing a lot of traveling in for sure this past month. So we're still kind of wanting to just be within our core, within our center, within our root. And this is an interesting card for Leo. And then now, again, we're kind of hitting into more of the soul connection, right? So that would be really appropriate with this card, connecting into the soul. The Hierophant with self-expression with Leo. Creative and self-expressive side, which may play out as artistic endeavors, romantic relationships, hobbies, and amusements or children. But this card doesn't really go with any of that, which again is kind of telling us, along with the home, which is the heart, going into the heart space, because this card's very much a person who he's a warrior in terms of he moves forward in life by connecting into his heart, into his emotions. He's ruled basically by his feelings when he takes action. This card is very much tuning in and downstepping highly coded information, spiritual information, connecting also into your spiritual values. So if you're whatever religion you are, you might want to work on focusing in on your prayer, meditation of your religion, maybe going to church, reading the Bible, Quran, whatever it is that's your particular, with KS, your techniques, right? Your A's and R's, your virtues, things like that to help stabilize you. We want to be in the heart and we want to be stabilized. And then our Virgo is also kind of saying, hey, you need to focus on your physical, right? Health and service, health-oriented routines, including nutrition and exercise, and the link between work and health. Your daily work and chores, duties, job-oriented relationships, service to others, and the capacity for self-sacrifice. So again, this card is kind of saying, slow down, and she's on her knees, almost like in prayer. She's close to the water that we had behind us, right? With the Knight of Cups. Kind of, there's going to be lots of emotions that we're going to be probably getting hit with, and mentally. And Virgo, though, doesn't mind being very mental, but she likes to be grounded on the earth. And this card's also being grounded in the earth. But it's saying we need to slow down. Are we eating right? Are we exercising the way we need to? What are we doing to take care of our body? Because we don't need to be running around doing a lot of things. We still need to be pretty quiet. But at the same time, active, right? Now, this is interesting. Our world card for Libra for our one-on-one relationships. So it's interesting because we had our Aries, individual ego, being pretty stressed and wore out. We've got, whoops, the World card. For now, we're focusing more on not just ourself, which has not been serving us very well because we're losing resources and stressing in our near environment with our neighbors and friends and community. We're needing to go within with our Knight of Cups and downstep, receive spiritual information, or focusing more on whatever our particular religion is. Again, our traditions. What have been the tried and true for us when we've been living stressful, when things have been stressful and we get out of whack? What do we do? Could be, oh Lord have mercy. Our Sabina does it a lot. Affirmations, whatever it is that you do that helps get you out of being stressed out and over here and wore out like our Nine of Wands is, our ego just, really, and bringing us back in. But this is a beautiful card. This is a beautiful card. Yeah. Yeah. So this house has to do with marriage and partnerships. The one-on-one relationships, business and personal, including relationships including interesting relationships with enemies. So yeah, this card means we've been around the full cycle of something and we've made it out. And this is kind of like a gateway card. We're moving through the gateway. We're making it through to the other side. So as stressful as life has been lately, we're actually, even though in the beginning of the month, it's going to be a little bit of a shit show, as we move through the month, we've got a breakthrough. We're able to connect with others better. We'll have better business relationships. We may even have some positive business relationships that will come through with this card, or personal. And then our next card for our Scorpio, interestingly, is the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of an interesting card for Scorpio. Scorpio is water. Scorpio is spirit. Scorpio is not particularly into being grounded and stable and physical. For Scorpio is transformation, it's birth and death. So things die and then new things are birthed, which actually, this is really kind of beautiful because this is a birthing card. This is someone who's seeded something and is now looking to see what we're moving forward with, what we're going to be growing. So this card says, yes, in regards to relationships and development with personal relationships and business relationships and a certain amount of getting assets and resources together, we will have actually been able to do it. So even though in the beginning of the month we kind of struggled a little bit, we had some losses, towards the end we're actually getting some gains. And there is something that we have seeded that we are now in the process of seeing the fruits of our labor will be coming. So that's really huge. Very, very huge. That's beautiful. And then, wow, we got actually four major arcanas in this layout. So Mark, and I don't think we want, I guess we had the Tower card, but I'm trying to remember if we had any other major arcanas last month, but we sure have a bunch of them this month. So our Saggy And this has to do with our higher mind, philosophy, religion, spirituality, the law, and the advanced education, as well as long distance travel, especially to foreign lands. This shows the Querent's search for meaning and how he goes about expanding his horizons. Wow. The wake-up call card. This is saying that in the area of our expansion into higher knowledge, right? And maybe even some travel. And we are going to be receiving so much education, so much information, so much awareness. Yeah, big time, midway through the month. Big time, big time, big time. Really. Going to be waking up to things. Major arcanas are cards that, whether you want to or not, it's going to happen. The minor arcanas, you have some choice. You can change things, like that Three of Swords. You can work on that and not have it be so bad. But the Moon card, you don't have a choice. There's going to be a loss somewhere in your resources. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be a loss. But this one, you can make some changes. You can be aware of those losses, and you can compensate and work to make it not so traumatic with your friends and neighbors in your environment. So yeah, wow. Okay. Are you getting any insights, Lewis, as I'm talking? Anything to share?
I'm certainly looking at the cards in my own way, to some extent.
Okay. Let me finish up, and then we'll go and you'll give your interpretation. And if anybody else wants to add, oh, wait a minute. Do we have any comments here?
We do.
Okay. As a Taurus, that's what I've been. Okay. All right. And that was Kay Yarden. And then he also said, fascinating. I put your message up on the screen, but I can't. Fascinating, a lot of what I have been. Hold on. What I've been intuiting in my meditations, also me and my Libra wife are about to have a Pisces boy join our clan in any day now. Oh, congratulations. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Let's see. Cappy. Life tasks. So, represents social or professional status, career, public image, and parents, the father especially, authority, responsibility, honor, and reputation, okay, for the 10th house. So, the Page of Swords. So, we will probably be gaining more, we'll be hearing something about those areas, about our task. We might be getting an insight or information. Somebody will be telling us something about the next step we want to take on our sorry.
That really resonates.
Yeah,
I'm
career,
myself.
public,
It's
yeah,
all
so yeah,
just...
self-image, so yeah, sorry, Lewis. So yeah, we will be getting some kind of message, some kind of insight. Somebody will be sharing some information with us. Go ahead, Lewis, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say that as a Capricorn myself, that is just really, really resonating. Throughout this month, and probably even more next, so I'm just getting next steps, and it's a constant. Getting step 1, step 2, I'm going to do this, and this, and it's all just...
again, just little message here, little message there, because we're talking about a page, so you're not going to get the whole picture. You're just going to get a little step, a little piece.
And that's all you need.
Yes. And now we have the 11th house, Aquarius, friendships, social media, groups, goals, hope, wishes, and also can be unexpected changes as well with Aquarius. So this is a beautiful card because the Six of Pentacles is saying, especially after we had that moon in Taurus, it's saying physically we're going to be starting to move from being in a deprivation kind of energy, and we're going to be starting to, particularly in areas of the community, groups, social media, friends, we will be starting to, things will be moving better. We'll be starting to receive, because we're talking about pentacles. So somehow through social media and groups and community, we'll start actually physically having tangible resources, things that we can utilize. So I don't know what I'm saying with that because it doesn't make sense to me, but that's what that's what I'm feeling with the card. Because again, this is, it's not like a 9 of Pentacles or an 8 of Pentacles, but it's definitely saying things are going to be turning around in the physical environment in and around those particular areas. Our Pisces. So our hidden realm, and again, these last 3 cards are, we've made it through the spiral. We're evolving next to higher realm and starting to see the bigger picture, the deeper expressions of things. So, things that, we haven't been revealed yet, but we know they're there. Dreams, fantasies, and also kind of our latent talents, as well as kind of tends to show our fears, weaknesses, secrets, and unknown enemies. Because matters associated with this sector are often unknown to us, the house is sometimes connected with the self-undoing. So we have the Magician in this house, interestingly. I think the Magician likes this house because he likes to get into illusions and dreams and the unknown and the hidden, right? And he, with a sleight of hand, can maneuver and manipulate the unknown whatever way he wants to show it. So we will start to be able to be, I would say, a little bit more creative and connected into our dream state. And especially since we've spent the bulk of the, looking at the beginning of the month, being more connected within, we'll be starting to see, actually what I'm getting is, especially with this card, is as we tune in, and we've been doing this, we were asked to do it the previous month. In fact, other astrologers in their own ways have been, and tarot have been sort of saying the same thing, is a lot of really tuning in. The more you tune in and the more you take your time tuning in and feeling out your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, the spirit realm, how things work inwardly, you become a master. You start becoming a master. And the Magician's a bit of a master at manipulating the environment and the unknown and expressing the unknown in the physical realm. So that's kind of cool and powerful. And I just realized I didn't do the 13th pillar card in the center. So that would be the Three of Cups, if you guys can see that. So with that card, and again, the 13th pillar card is the one within the Manu, within our internal eternal core of our being, the 0 point, the still point within the eternal core of Aya, of Source, self, the vibration within the Crystalla, and then the out picturing of the Cathara grids of energy lines and energy centers of the light body structure, which is what we see on the screen here, the zodiac spread of a matrix. So this card would represent what was this theme or the energy going into this layout, to create this layout. So the Three of Cups and celebration, emotionally feeling really good, celebrating, I mean dancing, and also interestingly, this card lately for me has been meaning what we call the kind of the mama matrix, or the threefold flame, of the founder races that created this time matrix. The Emerald Amethyst of Elohim, the Seraphai Seraphim of the Gold Order, and the Brahma Amethyst Order. To me, I sometimes have this card do that. I just think it's interesting that it's coming in here in that particular position of a union or harmonization of the three founders. Because when we get that harmonization of our founder races, that also is going to help us be able to, also, another way of saying this card is to manifest at will, the Magician card. So this month is going to be a very creative, very emotional, very intuitive going within months, but also through all of some of the trials we go through, it's also going to be a month of celebration and expansion and opening up into more of who we are. Anything? Okay, now, Lewis, you wanted to add anything to that?
I just really wanted to just kind of add, so throughout the reading, I was getting these mini visions of the Metatronic spiral and the crystal spiral, though both. Mm-hmm. And really feeling into the Metatronic spiral. It for some reason, it felt very energetic. It felt very empowered. Very, very empowered. Then as we start kind of looking at the cards and things.
The Metatronic spiral is empowered. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, like it felt very confident for some reason. Felt very, very confident, like it was getting a lot of energy.
The Metatronic spiral or the crystal spiral?
The Metatronic spiral itself was getting a lot of energy from the fear and all this other kind of stuff. It's like...
Oh, okay. That's not a good thing. That's not a good picture.
And it felt like they were creating some manipulation with the banking.
Mm-hmm. With the banking?
With the banking. And they're pulling all these kind of different strings. But at the same time, and it's kind of weird because the whole thing gets flipped on its head, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Because it's like the people are awake. The people are able to see this. They're very much awake and they can see it. They're living it. And it's creating a lot of heartbreak. But it flips it so then they can't do an absolute thing. And throughout this month is just going to be, I guess, going down. How would I see this? It's going down from being in complete distress, being at the lowest end of the whole, what would you call it, the emotional scale. And then slowly working our way up.
We're starting out with the Metatronic spiral doing shitsville. And then we're waking up to seeing it. We're going to be complete in knowing what they're about. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to be taking control.
But at the same time, though, with the Hierophant card, the message that
Yeah.
was really coming up with that,
Mm-hmm.
the people that are going to be getting information with the Hierophant card, you're really asking to become the teacher and to really step up for all those around you.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Be the teacher.
while everyone is going to be going through some shit still, you're going to be the ones that are awake. You're going to be the ones that are aware. You're going to be the ones that are outside of the matrix, outside the net. You're going to be able to see things clearly, and you're going to be able to really hold that pillar for everyone else.
That is true, because we're in oh Lord have mercy, whatever this card was for, with the sun. Leo is very expressive, so you're probably right, taking on more of a teacher role, communicating to others, it's okay, this is what's going on, because you're going to, people are going to be the normies, the sleepers, with everything that's happening, they're just going to be like laid bare. They're going to be like, oh my God. They might even transition. I mean, it's going to be really hard. But to have people that can be calm and stable and take their time and just really explain, this is what's been going on. Yes, this is the truth. This is that. And really kind of help people to stabilize. Yeah, for sure. And we got from Kay Arden, I've been engaged in creating music and practicing magic, teaching my Aries the cups and balls. So, cool, right? Okay. Alrighty. So, with that, and I want to try to get done in time by the end of the hour because it's the State of the Union tonight at 9 o'clock. So, yeah. All right. Just want a reminder, Harmonizing Journey to Realignment Private Sessions. Harmonizing Journey to Realignment utilizes Keelanta and Tandria Her mechanics. Both sciences are the original organic first creation mechanics. The mechanics works with the organic light body and plasma spirit body structure to bring you back to your organic first creation mechanics of the eternal domain of the all that is. This technology realigns the artificial finite second creation Fibonacci 2 Taurus net earth program with its natural perpetually renewing organic ascension new earth expression. And the link for private sessions will be in the description below. And then the HJR Gridkeepers Community Membership Program. Harmonizing Journey to Realignment, HJR defines a gridkeeper as one who mindfully develops a personal relationship with their clan spirit family, which is their authentic expression. The grid, and again, we've got a harmonic universe 1, 2, 3, 4, all those different selves harmonizing together. No eye takes from the other eye, they just expand and evolve into bigger parts of self and work together. The Gridkeeper then consciously aligns with their lone harmonic, authentic, eternal expression with the core of the earth plane for healing and mindful co-creating with all life everywhere as the eternal God Source First Eternal, Aya, embodying a new earth now. And again, the link for that will be down in the description. And for those details. And again, you don't have to be knowledgeable in KS to do this group, just an open to learning. And we definitely have the process for you to go through to really get engaged and develop your confidence and to become part of the live groups. We meet basically three times a month, twice for journey and once for discussion. And Louis, did you want to add anything to both the private and the community?
You explained it really well.
Okay. And then I just the HJR Gridkeepers handbook that is the foundation piece for private sessions and for the community. So an Adashi adept as a gridkeeper who has traveled through all the dimensional domains, returning fully embodied to the core of the all that is, God Source First Eternal. Through their experience, they have developed high emotional intelligence to navigate joyfully through the different density planes of existence, choosing to come back to experience this time-space reality. Through the Harmonizing Journey to Realignment and Self-Empowerment Principles of Awareness, SIPAs, we expand and grow into our Mashayahana Salon, aka Podspace. It becomes a travel vehicle to traverse the neural network pathways of the mind of creation as an Adashi adept. These structures look like Brahmanas, which we see in ancient Indian texts, only they're organic living structures. You can mindfully create your own lone harmonic I am world within your personal penetrating morphologic field template. And just opening at random. Okay. Trust in life now, Sipa. Life is the holographic world you create around you. You are not a victim to anything but what you give your power to. So trust in life is really trust in yourself. Life is not something imposed on you to survive or learn from. Life is the reflection of what you are manifesting in every now moment you breathe. Trust in the process of the unfolding of your thought-programmed creations now. So, a little bit of. I don't know if you wanted to add anything, Louis.
Oh, no. It's fine.
We're both a little bit spacey tonight.
Yeah.
We were talking about that before we started. Waking in Alania book series. While this story appears to be a typical science fiction tale, it is actually a piece of Earth's ancient hidden history. Much of the past I have remembered through my affiliation with the freedom teachings of Keylonic science. The rest was through the characters' lives in the story, shared through me. Kara, Eshwa, Ganado, Prince Kaldar, Queen Asana, and even General Damien all have a place in my heart. I was glad I could get their story down on paper. These books were a long time in the making. And so that was the first one, Waking Alania, Orb of Mente. That was started out on Terra. Waking Alania Book 2, the Crystal Halls of Mente. And I will just, because I did the last time I did the other book. This is more a modern 2012 time period and kind of more of an adventure, sci-fi adventure, spiritual stuff, but a lot of adventure, traveling through the tunnel systems, traveling through the networks. Let's see. Colonel Salazar. Just the man I wanted to see. The transport is ready to take Special Agent Myers to meet up with the rest of his team in Puno. Will the precious cargo be on board? Said Commander Exall. Yes, for now, but we will then be taking an alternate route once Myers and the ministers are dropped off, said Salazar. Ah, yes, excellent, sir. But if I may be so bold as to ask what you will be doing with your cargo, said Commander Exall. No, you cannot be so bold. This cargo is for me to take care of. Your responsibility is in dealing with Meyer and the Melchizedek ministers. Got it? Said Salazar. Yes, sir. Exall crossed his arms in front of his chest, nodding his head in assent. We will be leaving within the half hour. Anything else, sir? Said Exall. That's all, said Salazar. As he made his way to the door, he relaxed. Thank you. Exall smiled, nodding in assent as Salazar exited. The smile soon left his face as he flipped on his comm, pushing the preset button for the pin dog. So anyway, so just quickly going over the schedule. I know we're kind of probably, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, so Master of Keelantis show, episode 5, for looking for Tuesday, again, March 3rd, 8 p.m. I've got DST, it's EST, but we're changed times to daylight savings time. Although I think we're not quite at DST yet. I think we're still at what time we're at now. Omni Love, Fully Engaging the Love Vibration, page 15. Introduction to Keelantis show, episode 6, Tuesday the 10th at 8 p.m. That will be DST. Part 2, The Council Domains, pages 78 through 83, and Voyagers 1, Sleeping Abductees, you want to get up to date on. And the HJR Insights Tarot show for next month will be Tuesday the 31st for the forecast for April. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Please like this video. Please share it to anyone you think would be interested in this content. Please subscribe to get more of this content, hitting the notification button. I am not monetized by YouTube, so donations are greatly appreciated. It's basically how I pay the bills and live and sustain and maintain. And also the donation link will be in the description box below. And okay, that is it. So again, thank you for those that joined, and you guys have a wonderful evening watching, and we want to get off and watch. I want to watch the Trumpster. So, all right, love you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Oh no, I don't want to do that yet. Hold on. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. In stream.